OFC2024 on Martin Row. This is Analog Photonics, and they have something called LIDAR on a chip. And what it's doing is, if we look at the screen here, we can see, as people walk by, there you go, you can see that, so it's sensing the presence of people. And I'm hearing that such technology, which is called FMCW, frequency modulated CW, is used or can be used for sensing of automobiles, not of automobiles, but of objects, and that supposedly it can do so at a longer range than what's being used today. That's at least what I was told in an earlier meeting. So Ben Moss, Ben, why don't you tell us a little bit about this technology, what it's doing, and how it does it.
This is our LiDAR prototype. We have a silicon photonics chip at the front of this module, and it has no moving parts, and it has no optics. The chip contains an optical phased array, which is able to steer a beam in 2 dimensions. And the laser beam has been modulated with this FMCW modulation. Once the beam hits a target and bounces back, a coherent receiver receives that return signal, and a digital signal processing unit allows us to visualize the point cloud you see here in 3D.
Okay, now what kind of range are you getting with this right now?
This particular unit is 110 meters.
110 meters?
Yes.
So it really can be picking up movement across the floor.
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of resolution do you get? And we're seeing this on the screen, and I noticed that some of these, sometimes we see things here in kind of in white, but occasionally we see some blue. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, the blue is, the colors are showing the Doppler, meaning the velocity of the target either toward or away from the LiDAR.
Okay.
We've chosen to color code that with blue if it's coming toward the LiDAR or red if it's moving away. That's a byproduct of the FMCW modulation scheme. It gives you a direct velocity measurement of the target.
Now you said you had a silicon photonics chip in here.
Correct.
So, so it's sending some form of light. What is it? Infrared light?
Yeah, it's 1550.
1550. Okay.
An advantage of FMCW is that the light is stretched out over a long period of time, so it's a low laser power, and that means it's also eye safe.
I see.
So that's an advantage over a pulsed system that's sending out a large pulse of light.
Okay.